I think it's fair to say that the triplets can look at how they were depicted and how they were treated in the media not completely kindly, and that a lot of what happened to them after they were reunited in terms of media exposure might have been injurious to them. When you are starting to approach them and trying to regain their trust, what are their assumptions or worries going into this, and how do you gain their confidence so that they know that they will be treated better than maybe they were the first time around?
It's a good question. That was the single biggest obstacle to making the film, was getting the brothers on board and earning their trust, and it took 4 years pretty much to do that. I think their first reaction was, who's this strange British person who wants to make a documentary about us? And I think it helped, as it often does. As a lot of you documentary makers will know, being an outsider sometimes can be a really helpful thing, and I think it was in this case. Their representation at the time, I think that they were just... going into the story again meant digging up a lot of very painful memories, and I think it took a lot of time with them and with their family, just explaining how we wanted to tell the story, that we were going to be honest, and there were going to be things that they probably wouldn't like in the film, but we were going to tell their story and do it justice in a way that it hadn't before. Before, all that had been reported was the first bit of the story, and the latter bits would have been picked up a bit, but not much. So most people, even people who know their story, aren't aware of the psychology experiment and everything. So in short, it took a long time, a lot of meetings without cameras, just having cups of tea or coffee over here, and it was a real process. And even honestly, until the very end of filming, I still kept thinking they weren't going to turn up for interviews. So it was only when they actually saw the film at the end that I was like, okay, they've properly bought into this.